Hi, my name is Jewell Walton, Vice President of Public Partnerships with Evergreen Real Estate Group. I'm here with Jeff Rappin, founder and chairman of Evergreen Real Estate Group, to talk about his involvement with the National Public Housing Museum. This is a museum that is done in order to share the history of, and the intended purpose, promise, and the shortcomings of public housing. But it's focused on the residents, and I think that's what I particularly enjoy about this. It's focused on the community, the stories, as well as the memories from public housing residents. And it's housed in one of the last remaining buildings of the Jane Addams Homes, which is Chicago's oldest public housing development and one of the oldest housing projects in the country. And the museum is slated to open this fall, so any day now. So wanted to just ask you, how did you get involved in the planning and development efforts surrounding the museum? Like, how did you even hear about it in the first place?
Well, okay, I had heard about it a bit, but really the person who got me involved was my wife, Penny Brown. Okay. Who knows everybody and involved with so many things, but she had a friend by the name of Lisa Lee, who is the executive director now of the museum.
That's right.
And Lisa talked to her about getting involved in it. And she and I also have a friend, Sonny Fisher. And Sonny is chairman of the board of the museum. And unbeknownst to us at the time, Sonny grew up in public housing in New York. And so that's one of the reasons why she was really wanting to get involved and make this happen. And I've talked to other friends and other people in the industry, prompting them to come up with some moolah and other things.
So what would you say would be the extent of your involvement?
Knowing me, I probably will get more involved. Once it opens, I'll say, wait a minute, I got to be here more, I got to do things more.
So how do you see your family's involvement with the museum connecting with Evergreen's mission of transforming communities and improving lives?
Well, the museum is an exponent of what affordable housing is and should be. You have, of course, it's public housing, but affordable housing is not that far from public housing. And Evergreen's purpose, and as I said before, was just more and more affordable housing. And my son Steve, who's really running the company now, feels 100% that way. And we are working, as with you, of course, to do public partnerships, to work with state, federal, and municipal agencies to develop the housing.
So do you have maybe a sneak peek to some of the exhibits? Are there any key exhibits?
Public housing apartments from various ages. What was it like to live in public housing in the 1940s and the 50s, etc. I think that should be part of it. Celebrating those people who lived in public housing who have become very famous in our country. Barbara Streisand's an example of that.
Is that right?
She lived in public housing when she was growing up. Morgan Freeman's another example. And having exhibits that deal with those people to show visitors that, hey, these people aren't just bottom of the ladder. They're good human beings just like you and me.
That's right. That's right. Where you start is not necessarily where you finish.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So what do you think the significance this institution will have with our colleagues in the industry, and how do you think it might resonate with the general public?
Well, I think the industry is really getting on board behind it. Affordable housing. People I've talked to in the business and are really saying, this is something that we need because it relates to affordable housing.
I'm looking forward to January when it opens, and I'm hoping to get a special invite given my role with the company. But
I'll make sure that happens.
Oh, excellent, excellent. I'm glad to have that sneak peek at the grand opening. So, thank you, Jeff.
You're welcome.